Welcome to SLG Hello Doctor. It's been a while since we were here, so just to remind you, every other Sunday, SLG Hello Doctor will be bringing to you interviews with some of the finest doctors, surgeons, and consultants on a wide range of topics from physical to mental to emotional health and well-being. In this episode, we'll be talking to Dr. D. Sai Ravishankar, HOD and Senior Interventional Cardiologist at SLG Hospitals, Hyderabad. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, doctor, as they say, let's start at the beginning. There are so many terminologies for cardiovascular disease. Can you very simply tell us what is heart attack?
Cardiovascular diseases starts from the childbirth to the almost up to the end. During the childbirth, there might be a congenital heart disease where even holes are there in the heart. That is one. Second, during the adolescent, rheumatic heart disease will be there. And during almost after 20 years, maybe up to 60 years, 70 years or 90 years, heart attack will be there. Another is a degenerative valvular disease, or this is one type of heart problem is there. Another, there are so many multiple cardiovascular diseases are there. Out of that, one is heart attack. A general terminology, heart attack means acute myocardial infarction or unstable angina or chronic stable angina. What is heart attack? Heart attack is nothing but there is a clot, blockage in the coronary artery, blood supply to the heart. There are 3 blood supply to the heart in human being, 2 in the left side, 1 in the right side. If there is a block in the arteries, the oxygen supply to the nutrition and the blood supply to the heart will be hampered. That causes chest pain, that causes breathlessness, and because it be hampered, slowly heart muscle will be damaged. That's called heart attack. Is nothing but there is a blockage in the coronary artery, heart vessels.
Thank you, doctor, for that very simple explanation. Now, what are the risk factors leading to a heart attack? Can you tell us what kind of lifestyle we should lead to prevent this kind of happen?
The basic for the risk factor, there are traditional risk factors are there like hypertension, diabetes, hyperlipidemia means cholesterol level. These are the traditional risk factors. Other than that, maybe male sex is one of the important. Other than that, what we have found is this heart attack nowadays is more common in young population. Less than 35 young heart attacks are very common. At least we have seen in couple of last 5-6 years we are seeing. The most common risk factor what we found is the smoking. Second important risk factor what we found is physical inactivity, that is obesity or physical inactivity, whatever you say. Third one is a mental stress. Stress is a very important risk factor. And fourth one what we found is deprived of sleep. These are the 4 important risk factors what it contributes to the young heart attack, including the older age. What we are getting a software engineer, they are in the work from home or the office, they are not able to do any physical activity, that is absolutely inactivity. That leads to BMI will rise and obesity. They are addicted to the junk foods, which is a fast food, which is again high in cholesterol, and addicted to smoking. These lifestyle and deprived of sleep because they are into the gadgets 24/7, maybe late night. All this leads into heart attack. All these things I will put in one basket is a lifestyle. So this is a very important. If you ask me to how to prevent the heart attack, last World Heart Day also I had given a message. Your heart is in your hand. How to save your heart is a very important. You can save your heart. So you can ask me how to prevent heart attack. Normally, whatever you are doing, just I am not telling something which is unexceptional. What you have to do is, if you are a smoker, quit smoking. Just do regular exercise 45 minutes per day or 10,000 steps per day, at least 5 days in a week. Whatever you are eating, just think whether this diet is healthy for me or not. Please avoid junk foods, fast food, pizza. These are the junk foods where more of cholesterol will be there. Take as much as of salads, green vegetables, fish, eggs, more proteinous diet. Whatever fruits possible you can take it. Sleep at least for 7 to 8 hours. And most important thing is stress. Nowadays the youngsters, they are getting huge, tremendous stress. Nobody, no human body, no human being in this world is having deprived of stress. Everybody is having a stress. My request is, how to relieve the stress you have to find out. The best way to relieve the stress is to do yoga, pranayama, and do some regular exercise. Meet with your friends, not with your gadgets. Meet and spend some time with your family and the kids. That is the most important factor, where if you play with your kids, 90% time your stress level will come down. If you do all these things, plus if you are a high risk patient like hypertension, diabetes and cholesterol, please see that you have to take regular medication and your blood pressure should be less in target level 120/80. Diabetes should be in a target like fasting less than 110 and ppbs less than 180, and cholesterol level is under within the control. If you do that, at least you can avoid 50 to 60% chances that you can avoid heart attack. There are certain things like family history and genetic material that you cannot avoid. Still, I can say that prevention is better than cure. Your heart is in your hand. You can 100% try and prevent your heart attack.
So, doctor, that's very clear how we should try to prevent a heart attack, but it's not always in our hands. So, how do we recognize the symptoms of an oncoming heart attack?
Very good question you have asked. The symptoms is maybe a vague symptom. Those are having a chest pain with radiation to the left side with breathlessness and perspiration and sweating. These are the common symptoms of the heart attack, like chest pain, breathlessness, sweating. Very precisely, if you are a high risk individual, like what? Hypertension, you are a hypertensive, you are a diabetic, your cholesterol level are high, you are a smoker, you are physical inactivity. If you are getting this type of symptoms, you have to go to nearest center, get it done some of the tests like ECG, echo and some troponin. If it is a heart attack or not, we can rule out by seeing the ECG and tropi level or echocardiography. 90% may be a acidity pain or a muscular pain. But please see that these 10% are very dangerous. So you have to get it done, the ECG or what echo or tropi, whatever the doctor will suggest. A simple ECG will rule out you are having a major heart attack or not. What I advise is, first time at least get it done. If you are confirmed that you are having a GERD or a acidic peptic disease, then better to avoid all the masalas or spicy food to relieve the acidity, or you can take some of the PPIs for the acidity. But the main important part is the golden period. If you are a diabetic, your chest pain will not be there. That is a very important for a diabetes. You will get breathlessness, you will get profuse sweating and fatigability, but chest pain, 90% in a diabetic patient chest pain won't be there. That's what we call a silent myocardial ischemia. So, which I have mentioned, if you are a high risk individual, if you are getting these are the symptoms, please visit the nearest doctor as early as possible. Don't waste your time. Don't waste the golden period, which is a very important.
Let's take a short break now on SLG Hello Doctor.
ప్రపంచ స్థాయి మల్టీ సూపర్ స్పెషాలిటీ హాస్పిటల్ ఎస్ఎల్జీ హాస్పిటల్స్
4 ఎకరాల సువిశాల ప్రాంగణంలో 999 బెడ్ల సౌకర్యంతో గ్లోబల్ జేసీఐ అండ్ ఎన్ఏబిహెచ్ ప్రమాణాలతో అనుభవజ్ఞులైన వైద్య నిపుణులతో అత్యంత క్లిష్టమైన గుండె సమస్యలకు శస్త్రచికిత్సలు చేయబడును.
మెదడు మరియు నరాల సంబంధిత సమస్యలకు మొట్టమొదటిగా న్యూరో నావిగేషన్ టెక్నాలజీతో చికిత్స,
క్యాన్సర్ చికిత్స కోసం లీనాక్ వంటి అత్యాధునిక వైద్య పరికరాలతో చికిత్స,
కీళ్ల నొప్పులు, ఎముకలకు సంబంధించిన సమస్యలకు మరియు జీర్ణకోశ సంబంధిత వ్యాధులకు మెరుగైన వైద్యం అందించబడును.
20 అత్యాధునిక ఆపరేషన్ థియేటర్లు, 200 ఐసీయూ బెడ్స్, అత్యాధునిక డయాలసిస్ సదుపాయం కలదు.
24 గంటలు ఎమర్జెన్సీ, డయాగ్నోస్టిక్, ఫార్మసీ సేవలు,
3 టెస్ట్ల ఎంఆర్ఐ, సిటీ స్కాన్ వంటి అత్యాధునిక వైద్య పరికరాలతో మరింత మెరుగైన సంరక్షణకు మీ ఎంపిక ఎస్ఎల్జీ హాస్పిటల్స్, నిజాంపేట్ రోడ్, బాచుపల్లి, హైదరాబాద్.
సెల్ నంబర్స్ 9133399500,
ఫోన్ నంబర్స్ 914023785678 మరియు 48525678.
టోల్ ఫ్రీ నంబర్ 1800599220.
ఎమర్జెన్సీ 7799235678.
ఆంధ్ర ఆరోగ్యశ్రీ సదుపాయం కూడా కలదు.
Welcome back to SLG Hello Doctor. Doctor, what are the treatments available to remedy a heart attack situation, and can you tell us about laser treatment in particular?
Heart attack, if a patient comes to us with a golden period, that golden period is 1 hour. Within 1 hour of the chest pain, patient comes to us to a nearest cath lab center where 24/7 cardiologists are available. There are 2 methods what we can do. One is a pharmacotherapy, like giving an injection immediately, thrombolytic, maybe a tenecteplase, maybe a reticlase, or maybe a streptokinase. One is a pharmacology. Second is an immediate intervention, primary PCI, percutaneous intervention. So pharmacology, which I have told, the percutaneous intervention PCI, immediately we will take it to the cath lab. We will see where is the exactly block is there. Most of the time we find that it is 100% block in the acute MI. In the ST elevation acute MI 100% block, we remove that clot and put a stent. Maybe within half an hour patient will be all right. All these things depend upon the patient comes to the hospital. That is the golden period. Door to balloon time is also important. So patient comes as early as possible, we can save the muscle damage of the heart and further complication like arrhythmias or heart failure, cardiogenic shock. So as early as possible, if the patient comes to us, we'll do a primary PCI, or if the patient removed to any of the cardiac cath lab, the concerned physician, they will inject some of the drugs, thrombolytic drugs, to dissolve some of the clot. So these are the most important for the primary, means major heart attack. Second question you have asked about the laser. Of late, this laser IVL, intravascular laser, what we do regularly in SLG also we have done it. This is the latest technique useful for the calcified coronary artery. The coronary artery blood supply, the thrombus burden is there. If it is a long, prolonged, more than 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, the clot will be calcified. Just like a calcium, it is calcified. It will be very hard. Remove that calcium, that is a hard, cement-like hard. We have 2 options. One is a rotablation, and second is the latest one is a laser therapy. We have done couple of cases at SLG also. It will vibrate. The vibration, by giving a laser, the balloon will vibrate, and by that the calcium will dissolve. Calcium will come out. So that is a latest one. We have all the latest treatment available at SLG Hospital 24/7.
Doctor, we've heard of cases where even youngsters who have recovered from COVID are now reporting with some cardiac condition or the other. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Post-COVID cardiac complication is very common now. what we have seen is patients without any heart problem previously suffered with COVID, recovered, now coming to us with a chest pain, breathlessness, palpitation, like that. So what is COVID and how it causes heart problem? There are 2-3 important messages which COVID is a SARS virus, COVID virus. It directly affects the heart. By that, it causes myocarditis and damage the heart muscle. If it damages the heart muscle, heart pumping action will be down. By that, patient will have breathlessness, what we call is a heart failure. By that, patient will have palpitation, what we call is arrhythmias, means irregular heart rate. Most of the patient, they comes to us with heart rate of 170, 180 post-COVID. This is all because of arrhythmia. Post-COVID, cardiac complication is heart failure, arrhythmia. Third important is a COVID is nothing but it causes coagulopathy, means blood clots. Most important blood clot it does is at pulmonary artery, that is pulmonary embolism. That cause if the clots in the pulmonary artery, we call it a pulmonary embolism. That's what we give all the heparins, either unfractionated or low molecular weight heparin and anticoagulations, Novac, all these things we give to prevent the deep vein thrombosis or pulmonary embolism. If the clots are there in the coronary artery, patient will develop heart attack. So this is the most important complication, post-COVID complication is a heart. Out of that heart attack, now what we are getting is number of cases, post-COVID cases, almost 10 to 15%, they are coming to us with either a heart attack, or either with a arrhythmias, or either with heart failure. So I request, if you are already you have recovered from the COVID, if you are getting any of the symptoms like chest pain, breathlessness, or some palpitation or giddiness, sudden syncopal attack, please visit the cardiologist or nearest physician. Evaluate yourself, because the D-dimer CRP level, if it is still high, you can be suffered with some of the post-COVID cardiac complications. Please visit the nearest doctor. Evaluate yourself if you are having all the heart is absolutely normal or not, because early treatment can save you permanently. Because if you immediately start the treatment, your damage of the heart will be reduced. Arrhythmia we can control. The heart attack, if any blocks are there, we can control and save your life. Don't ignore any of the symptoms, even if you are a post-COVID immediately recovered. Still, don't ignore any of the symptoms. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor, for walking us through the various aspects of heart attack, what to suspect, what to expect, how to prevent, but most importantly, that hope flourishes with good treatment.
Thank you.
I'm sure, doctor, like me, our viewers are also now better equipped to deal with this situation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Don't hesitate to fill our chat box with your queries and questions and get replies from our doctors. Viewers, hope you've hit the bell icon and are following all that's happening on SLG Hello Doctor. If not, do it right away. We'll be back in 2 weeks from now with another interesting topic and another fine talent from the medical world. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Namaste.